Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting show on the African Digest Show. My name is Rumbita Mzopa, your host. I trust that you all had a good day. So, today we're going to be talking about the pandemic that has affected our lives in many ways. We're going to start off with some of the key areas to which the pandemic has really affected our lives. Um, this pandemic, right, it has affected our lives negatively, it has affected our lives positively. We all had been accustomed to a regular routine in our lives, and but that changed, and it changed drastically. It changed, and people are going through a lot, and in this dire times, it affected our education system. It has affected um, our jobs. It has affected access to utilities and basic services, basic commodities that are essential for one to be able to sustain their lives. It has affected the leisure time to have with our kids, have with our loved ones, have with our family members. It has affected us in so many ways that we couldn't have possibly imagined. Be it our hobbies, be it our shopping, this pandemic has really affected our lives. And this is something that we can't ignore because almost everyone is experiencing this one way or the other. Okay, so we're going to quickly go into the challenges that we're facing during this pandemic time. I don't know if you can all hear me. Can someone just answer if they can hear me? Can you all hear me? Can you all hear me? Anyone from the chat room? Can you all can anyone answer if they can hear me? Yes. Okay. Someone just confirmed that they can hear me. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go straight into the topics for discussion. So, in any normal setup, I'm going to start with how much this pandemic has affected our education system, that has affected our regular day-to-day lives at school. So, in any normal situation, we know how you go to school, you go to uni, you go to VAR, and then you finish your degree. The normal type of setup would be you would get employment after you get employment after your grad school, but the pandemic has really had a turn of events. So um, right now, there's been a growing rate of unemployment since the pandemic, and there is an unemployment for our recent graduates. This resulted in so many educated, intellect people residing in their homes for the most of their day to day or for the most of their time. Um, Before I managed to get a slot on this amazing network as well, I can safely say I was also unemployed, and I am also a recent graduate, so I can really relate to the difficulties that we've experienced ever since this pandemic got on us. For me, I finished my school in December. My degree I finished in December, but we're talking now, we're in August, right? We are almost half, we are past half of the year, and there hasn't been any. any interviews that I've been attending or any job opportunities. So you can imagine what people are going through, and for those graduates, not for me only, but generally, right now people are just staying at home, and it is brought about this dependency syndrome that shouldn't be a part of us. You know, people now have to depend on their parents so much. They now have to depend on their siblings, to depend on friends, on a lot of people to be able to survive right now. And people are ending up feeling um, like burdens. You know, it's like you're putting a burden on someone, and yet this are just tough times. You know, we all need to survive, right? Mhm. And also, uh, with we have entrepreneurs. These are entrepreneurs. Speaking from my end of the side, people have gotten used to crossing the borders, trading with countries like South Africa, Botswana, Zambia. So the usual day-to-day was people would go and purchase goods, then they come and resell them back. But ever since the pandemic, the borders have closed. Sorry, excuse me. The borders have closed, and there hasn't been any movement in and out of the country that used to be there before. So it has seen so many people using up most of their savings at home because they need to eat, they need to attend to other needs or access to the regular utilities like the hospital bills. Maybe you need to go to the pharmacy. So people have really exhausted their savings. So those people who were purchasing goods over the borders right now, we can safely say they've nothing going on. So you can wonder how they're putting food on the table, how they're managing their day-to-day lives. You can just imagine. So, and also to those people who were working on commission based, um, we can safely say they're no longer employed as well because there isn't any income coming in, and also it has resulted in so many people being retrenched. Many companies have downsized of restrictions, and also to because of what is happening. Um, many people have been retrenched. There's, companies are downsizing their employees. Companies are downsizing. A lot has been going on during this pandemic, and it has really greatly impacted our lives in so many ways. Okay, and it also resulted in loss of many jobs. Let's say maybe you're at a um, let's say you have a assembly plant at your company, right? And maybe there used to be 10 people working on that. People have downsized, and it has resulted in many loss of jobs because you tend to see that maybe after going through tests, some people who tested positive, whether they like it or not, they'll be removed from the rest of everyone. So it has really resulted in loss of jobs as people have to attend to their health first and also to attend to other needs in the families. And also, during this pandemic, it has really affected the leisure time activities. Your life with with the your social life, right? It has affected our social group activities. It has affected our sports club. It has affected our regular playgrounds for our kids. It has affected the social relations with your extended family, because right now during this pandemic, the social relations have been limited closely to the nuclear family or to the closest members of the family. So these are some of the things that have been brought about through this pandemic. On your normal day, when things are normal, you would get to go out with your friends for a picnic. Your kid would enjoy some playtime. During broad daylight, you would leave them, go with them for a walk on sidewalks, on the streets. We don't have that anymore. That is just how much things and times have changed. And it has been difficult adapting to that because this is something that no one had planned for, not even the government, not even the highest powers in the world. People had not planned for something like this, something major. And for some of us, this is something that we're dealing with for the first time. And adapting has been really hard. There's so many people. Okay, sorry, just saw in a comment, but you can't see me. Okay, sorry, let me just fix that. Okay, so I don't know if you can see me now. Okay. Moving on. As well, in this pandemic, we have challenges that we're facing as families. The issue of working from home, it's easier said than done. I can safely attest to that. It's easier said than done. You have to work from home. You have to take care of your kids. You have to look around and see if everything is in order. And also, you have a job and you have to keep your business running. So working from home has been something that has been really hard. And also, people experiencing loss of members. Hello? Oh, thank you for that. I was finding hard, finding it hard to connect. Okay, so I was saying the challenges within families. There's been an increase in financial pressures in the family because you're working from home. You have to keep the job running. You have to keep the business running. You have to keep your family intact. So there's been so many challenges within the family, within the household that has been brought about by this pandemic. And also one of the major highlights that has befallen us during these hard times has been domestic violence. This is something that I do not condone. This is something that I do not accept as a woman and as an individual. These are trying times, these are tough times. We know everyone is having difficulties, but it has given perpetrators the opportunity to attack the women, to attack the children, to attack even random people walking around in the streets. During this pandemic, it has caused economic recessions for many countries, especially those in Africa. And obviously, during economic recessions, they cause a significant increase in domestic violence because people will be stressed due to income loss, due to economic hardship, and it causes strains as well in couples. It causes strains in relations, even among friends. It causes strains and struggle. So there's been and also during this pandemic, right, we almost have curfews. For my country right now, we now have a curfew for 8. It used to be at 6. So generally, there's been a decreased freedom and privacy. So when people are locked up in one place, or you've been accustomed to a strict routine on a daily basis, for some reason, it affects your mindset, and maybe you want to cool off some steam, and for some reason, I do not know why you people who do this, continue to do this. Then they they beat up women, they beat up children. I don't know if you've seen the news recently in South Africa. There's been a very increase in crime rate generally in the world. But then I'm speaking for referring to countries or to scenarios closer to home. There's been an increased rate in GBV, that is gender-based violence, and crime towards our women, crime towards our children. That has been it has been really increased during this pandemic, and I'm surprised that we're in tough times already. So I do not know where someone would devise such an evil plan to kill, to rape, attacking innocent lives, or cooling off your steam on human beings. Is not right. And also, countries have been exercising different regulatory measures during this pandemic times. Like in South Africa, there was a ban on alcohol, and people have been losing control because this ban of alcohol. We have addicts, we have also regulars, and also we have people who can't control themselves when they get drunk. So also with the ban of alcohol, it has really affected many people, many lives, and it has exposed perpetrators and increased the crime rate, because when things were normal, oh really? So when things were normal, really, let's say your abusive partner, right? They might go out, and then at times they might come back and see you sleeping. But now you are all confined in one place. You have nowhere to go. With these curfews, you have nowhere to go. You can't run for help to your friends. You can't run to help to your family members. You just have to. You are confined in that place. It's like you're stuck in that place. So you are greatly exposed to abuse. You are greatly exposed to trauma. You are greatly exposed to so many things. Women right now, they are quite vulnerable. Children as well, they're quite vulnerable in these dire times, because I'll speaking on children, right? A lot of things have been stolen. They've lost time to grow, because I believe kids, adolescents, children, name them, toddlers, babies, etc., etc. Kids only grow when they're around other kids. You get it? So right now, they're not going to school. They're not. They've no access to peers. So it has really affected our lives, because in a normal setup, we know our kids are accustomed to a certain routine that helps in the development and in their growth. But right now, they don't have access to all that. Which brings me to the other point, that right now, there's been an increasing rate of sexual exploitation. Since beginning of the pandemic, children and adolescents, most of their time they spend it online. They spend it on the internet. So this has increased the risk of their contact with perpetrators. They're actually people who are taking advantage of this pandemic and taking advantage of our children, taking advantage of our sisters, of our brothers. They will link them, or they'll attack them on sites that are not that are harmful to them. And there's been an increasing rate of access to pornography right now, because our sisters, our little brothers, even them adults, they're quite exposed right now to those sites, because they're spending most of their time online rather than before the pandemic. Right, on a normal day, your kid would come to school, um, change into their regular clothing. Maybe they play games here and there. Maybe they help out with the household chores. But then usually on a daily basis, maybe they have homework. But now they don't have homework to attend to, you see. So you end up seeing your kids actually right now, our kids, our sisters, our little brothers, they are actually now enjoying these sites that do not add any value to their lives. And these are some of the problems that has been happening because of this pandemic. It's a tough time, and also people are experiencing quite a high rate of stress, and they are lashing out. Parents or the elderly people, they're now lashing out on kids. They are lashing out because already they are experiencing so much pressures. They're trying to keep the family intact. They're trying to keep the family together, right? So it is really, really affecting them, such that they're lashing out on their kids, on their grandkids. It's normal to lash out, but during this pandemic right now, the rate at which people now lash out, it is really increased. It is really increased so much. So these are some of the challenges that are being brought about by this pandemic. And also when it comes to access to utilities, right? You would go shopping whenever you please. You would go into any shop whatever time. You'd have access to the pharmacies 24/7. You would have access to church, you have access to clubs, you have access to so many activities. But right now, there ain't nothing like that. It's always, you're always at home. If you're not at home, maybe you're going to the grocery store for maybe an emergency, because right now most of the households they're stocked up with food. Yeah, they're stocked up with food, and then from time to time you have to go to the stores to restock your food, your beverages, your regular household goods. So this pandemic has really, really affected us in many ways. And this is and with where we're going, it might be the normal to maybe year end. We don't know. But these are dire times, and we are faced with a lot of challenges. Okay, let me go through the comments. Okay. Can't see you. Okay, now that has been fixed. Now you can see me. Where are you located, please? I'm located in Zimbabwe. That's in Southern Africa. Hello, Chocolate Queen. Hello there. Okay. And also, another challenge has been discrimination and stigmatization. People are no longer comfortable coughing in public or sneezing without people looking, or without people giving them that eye. People are now afraid to cough in public. Guys, at times it can be a regular cough. Maybe you have a bug, maybe it's a flu, or maybe you are reacting maybe to someone's cologne or perfume. But now when you cough at work, when you cough in the public, it's totally something else. I remember at one time when I was using public transport, right about in March day, I coughed in the bus. The way people looked at me, I really felt as if they were trying to say something. So it ain't right. It ain't right. It ain't right. It's like someone who's affected with HIV, right? You can't say I will not drink from the same cup as them, because you know what? Those dishes, those utensils, they're going to be cleaned. They are going to be disinfected for use for the next day. Doesn't mean that because you share the same household with someone who's HIV positive, that you also get that you also be HIV positive by using by sharing blankets or by using the same utensils as them. That is also the way we should take this virus. People are scared right now. Oh yeah, people, they don't know. We don't know what tomorrow will bring, you know. And it's very important for us right now to be one. Yes, we are separated, we are spread all over in different locations, different continents, different what. But this is the time to love and be there for one another. It doesn't mean that you have to go and visit your relative. It's not even safe right now, according to who is now a life or death situation when you're going outside. But then communicate, reach out. This is the time to communicate with your loved ones as much as you can. This is the time to communicate with people from your workplace, with people, with your friends, with whoever. Whoever you think is important in your life, this is the time to communicate with them. This is the time to show love to your people, because you never know. I will tell you this: there was a person, I won't mention names, who was affected by the coronavirus, and they they would they were and they were telling us that, you know what, when you go to the hospital there, you have limited access to your family. You actually at times you have no access to your family. I was watching news on my TV, and there was someone who was crying because they didn't have time to say goodbye to your beloved one. From they were taken to quarantine, and that was it. No phone call, no text, no bye, no. They, you don't have time to say goodbye right now. Today you can go to work and you see so and so Mr. ABC, and then tomorrow Mr. ABC is no more. So really, right now is the time to cherish the moments, to cherish, to live your life like it's your last day. Live your life every day to the fullest. This is not the time to be clinging on to grudges. This is not the time to 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 be fighting. This is the time to unite together. This is the time to make amends. If there was someone who did you wrong, this is the time to make amends, because you know what? Guess what? Tomorrow they might wake up gone, or you might wake up gone. I might be no more tomorrow, you know, because like I said, these are tough times, these are dire times, right? So we need when you can reach out help, you please do. It can be by sending money, it can be by sending medications to you. We have distant relatives that are in the rural areas. We have grandparents, we have grandfathers who are old and really can't take care of themselves. You know, you can send money to them, you can do this for them, because you never know. Because right now they are the ones who are exposed most at the risk, because their bodies, their immune system is now a bit weak. So we really need to look out for our loved ones. And also, we shouldn't forget the people on the streets. Don't forget the people on the streets. when we were in a total shutdown in my country, as I was watching our TV, there was no one. At one time, there was no one in town. Like no one at all, no one, except for essential services like those in the medical field and some of government employees. I wondered to myself and thought, you know what? I used to see street kids here on that point at this point. Where are they right now? You know, I kept on wondering and thinking, what is really happening? Where are the people that would be lying on the streets? You know, and there have been non-governmental organizations that have been chipping in, giving those people food and personal protective equipment like sanitizers, masks, and other essential equipment, and also giving them knowledge on how to be able to use the masks and the issue of social distancing, because we are talking about people who only know life on the streets. Some of them are literate, some of them are illiterate. So these people, we should give a second eye to them. Yes, we have families. Yes, I know, I understand. But when you can, please reach out to the people on the streets, okay? Give them help, give them aid, give them the knowledge. Because if we do not look out for one another, those are the same people, because they don't know that might pass on the virus, or that might be carriers. I can be a carrier as well. I'm not just I'm not discriminating everyone, but I'm saying at least I know the issue and the importance of social distancing, right? Okay, the issue of social distancing, right? But some people, they don't know the issue of social distancing. It's not everyone who has access to news. It's not everyone who has access to the internet. It's not even everyone who knows what's going on. My grandmother stays in the rural areas. She only heard about the pandemic at one time when the lockdown restrictions were loosened a bit, and we decided to pay her a visit. That is when she only heard about this pandemic. It's not everyone who has access to this knowledge about the pandemic. So it is our duty. It is our duty to educate and and advise them on the risks, on the precautionary measures to take. Okay. So let me go through the comments for a bit. People are scared. Yeah, people are scared as shit. Exactly, Duchess. G-Man Kondo. Okay, if I live my life knowing it's my last day, there could be a lot of dead white people laying around people before the last day is over. Okay. 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 The other effects of this pandemic, it has given us a lot of time to introspect. It has given us a lot of time to reevaluate our lives. There's a lot of free time on our hands right now, and I'm sure from the time the pandemic, from the beginning of this pandemic, you've had time to really think through or to go over maybe be it your goals or whatever that you had planned for this year, right? But also, I hope I hope when we're introspecting and we're thinking and when we're reevaluating our lives, we also got to realize, speaking for us in Africa, that telecommuting is the new thing right now. We need to catch up with technology. We can't keep on going to work like to be physically there. You can as well work from home. This is something that needed to be done quite long ago. Okay, we This is now a reactive action we have taken now, but it should be part of the system that you can have access to work from home, and also there are certain things that we uh, had been used to, right? Um, but as you were introspecting, you can see that, you know what, right now there are certain hustles that we've gotten accustomed to. But there's, okay, let's say you're a waitress, right? Or maybe you were a bartender. Right now, the bars are closed. What are you doing? How are you surviving? I wonder, how are you surviving? Because I'm sure right now your savings are all used up. How are you surviving? This is the time to introspect. This is the time to replan. You really need to replan, and you need to know where you're going. Um, I do not shame any type of profession, but you should ask yourself right now, what if this pandemic stretches up to December? What if it stretches up to next year? Who knows? Maybe 2022. Who knows? You know? So this is the time, be it to start up something. I've seen many people I've seen many people right now, they're setting up new things that I didn't know could exist. For example, people are now some people are now sewing up cloth material, masks. People are doing so many things in these dire times, in these difficult times. It's not everyone who's just gonna say, well, you know what, I'm just gonna stay at home and wait for this pandemic to come to an end. Yes, it's gonna come to end, because what, you know what, nothing lasts forever. Nothing lasts forever. But then you need to think outside the box. Right now is the time for us to think outside the box. There are people who are having who are eating and having food even that is better before the pandemic, who are experiencing better lives right now, if even lives way better than the lives they had before the pandemic. How are they doing things? How are they doing things? Huh? You should ask yourself that. There are people who are making loads of money in this time of pandemic. So I advise you to think outside the box. Please do think outside the box, and don't wait to be rescued all the time. Yes, I understand these are difficult dire times, but there are people who are still making it in these tough times. They say when the times get tough, the tough are the ones that get going. So really now it's a call for the tough to get going, because investors, I'll speak for investors because I'm on the property side. Investors right now, they've seen an opportunity. We have residential areas that recently have commercial rights. So those areas right now, I tell you, they've established new COVID centers. They've established uh, they've established workspaces and satellites for people to be tested for the virus. They also now give home-based care. It's something that wasn't so common this side or this part of the world. They now give home-based care. So you can see that even in these difficult times, even in these tough times, there are people who are still making it, because there are people who are thinking outside the box. Your mind should not be rigid. Your mind should be flexible enough to realize and seize an opportunity. That's the only way to go. All right. So let me go through the comments once again. It touches. Yes, I'm here. Okay, it's time for me to set up my show kit though. Shout out to the African Queen. Hello. My goal is to get me a gorgeous African bride and give her a pair of socks. My bride prize. Not in Africa. Not in Africa. I want 3 more wires low. A kid, make sure she bows her feet before. Okay, so I see people in the chat room there having a bit of some fun. Okay, so any questions, any contributions, please feel free to write them in the comment section and I'll read them and I'll address them. Any questions relating to the issues I was airing about on the challenges being faced by the pandemic, and also any issues that you feel we really need to stress out, or things that, or the curfews, relating to curfews or the situations in your countries, please do feel free for us to communicate. This is the African Digest Show. I'll be here from Monday to Friday from 10 to 11 Central Africa time. Okay. So whilst we wait for people to comment and to contribute, we will go on a break, on a commercial break. We'll be right back soon.
So this one is for those who want to kick it old school. The name is Tammy. You ready? When you keep on moving forward and the world just wants you lower, get it together. Come on, when you keep on moving forward and the world just wants you lower, get it together. Come on, I'm terrified and mesmerized by the way you criticize and analyze. You've been walking, but nobody your hustle, they don't know. You've been praying, it's go hard to go. Do you want better? I promise you, I need it. Sometimes I'm in the life is just so slow, but in this way, I really don't know. I'm in a battle, I'm on the jungle. Bless all my hustles, bless all my hustles. Na 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 I'm terrified and mesmerized by the way you criticize and analyze. Do you want better? I'm terrified and mesmerized by the way you criticize and analyze. Take it if you like it. I think we'll meet it if I bang it. You won't meet it if you like it. I think we'll meet it if I bang it. Take it if you like it. I think we'll meet it if I bang it. You won't meet it if you like it. I'm terrified and mesmerized by the way you criticize and analyze. Do you want better?
Okay, so that was a song by Tammy, one of our leading young musicians from Zimbabwe. So I see Keith has joined in. Hello, Keith. How are you?
I'm good, Duchess. How are you?
I'm all right. Can you please increase your volume? Sorry, we can't really.
Is my volume low? Okay, hold on. Let's see.
Yes, your volume. Please increase your volume.
All right, how about now?
Yes, we can hear you now.
All right, my volume's up. Okay, first of all, sadly enough, Africa has been behind. And you talk about the fear of the COVID-19. I'm going to have to hurt your feelings, Duchess. The COVID-19 is phony. It's fraudulent.
Okay.
It's fraudulent. That's why. And, now, we're not saying that the pandemic is not real, but it's not deadly. What this is to kick off a one world government that they want to kick off. And sad enough, African countries are puppets. And you're right, G man. As I told you when we did the show last night about Mali, I know France was behind that coup. I knew it already instinctively, and Dr. Mumbai called it today when I said it last night about the coup over in Mali, that the French are behind that. Make sure Africa always stays unstable, and to make sure the resources are given to the goddamn Europeans.
True.
Africa's kept behind, sadly enough, Zimbabwe, South Africa, they're all puppets. You have no more real government that's controlled by European power, or sadly enough, the Asians that are now come in. So you never get the truth. You're caught up in a system controlled by Europeans who now rule the world, unfortunately. So they're now giving you fear here in America as well, promoting the fear of this pandemic. And no one's actually dying of it. But they put out these numbers. And sadly in Africa, and you guys know I love Africa. That's my second home all over the continent. The only one who knows it's a fraud is Magafuli. They gonna kill him. They gonna try to kill him. We gotta protect Magafuli. They gonna try to kill his ass. He's the only one that didn't, because he's not a puppet. That's why you got no one dying of COVID-19 in Tanzania. No one's wearing masks. No one's doing social distancing. No one's doing none of this stuff in Tanzania. But unfortunately, Africa, they probably not telling other Africans about Tanzania. Tanzania is doing none of this social distancing at all. At all. Because he already told you that this is baloney. And it is here in America. I don't wear any goofy masks. America's supposed to be the hot spot. Remember, family, America? I'm in Florida right now, of course. Can you guys hear me? Am I going out?
Yes, we can hear you. We can hear you.
Oh, okay. So I'm in the hot spot, right? Supposedly, right? I'm in the hot spot, the southeast and the northeast. But yet, I don't have it. I said, there's another brilliant African brother, I forgot to mention, but there's another Zimbabwean. These Zimbabweans are smart as shit. This is him. You family go to this brother's YouTube channel. It's called Kimmy Ethics. Kimmy Ethics. I can't pronounce, because he knows the original name of Egypt is Kemet. But it's a Zimbabwean. I think he lives in South Africa. Brilliant brother. Brilliant. He's a Zimbabwean. Brilliant. But anyway, see if I can get in contact with that dude too. Another brilliant Zimbabwean. Anyway, this thing is fraudulent. When you guys are scared deaf with your mask, unfortunately, Africa's been made so ignorant, so backwards due to the Europeans and these puppets. And so it's been a copy and paste all over the world, because they control the world through their banks, the IMF, the World Bank. Trump does not run America. People that own the banks run America. The Rothschilds, the Rockefellers. They are the real powers behind the throne. So when we say this is phony, this is called population control. They want to wipe out Africa. And the African has been made, especially in South Africa, oh my God, African has been made dumb as hell, like you just mentioned the AIDS. AIDS was brought to Africa by the European Dutches. They brought that shit to kill off Africans. Ain't nobody but they try to tell you that the African man, this, I know, do you know the story, Duchess? How they said that how AIDS came to Africa? Do you know the story?
The story of how what?
Do you know the story how they said AIDS came to Africa?
No, please educate me.
Okay. They said the AIDS came to Africa from a black man going into the Congo and having sex with a gorilla.
Okay.
Okay, you believe that crazy shit? Ain't no African man having sex with no damn gorilla.
You say gorilla?
Yeah, a gorilla.
What? Sorry.
Yeah,
I heard it.
You didn't even know where it came from. You didn't know the story. Yes, it's an African man went in the Congo because AIDS came from animals. It's a cross animal disease, just like COVID is, Duchess. So it's an African man went to the Congo jungle and had sex with a gorilla and caught AIDS.
Who's that? Who does that? That's a sex story.
But that's how they say it got to Africa, because they try to say, well, how did it get to Africa? Well, some nigga went in the Congo and had sex with a gorilla. You're like, what?
That's some BS.
That's a lie. That's a lie. Exactly.
Yeah.
How it came to Africa, the damn Rhodesians and the fucking South Africans were injecting Africans because you trust them, because you guys all believe in their religion. You guys worship white people. So since they were giving you, so what they said, that they set up clinics because they didn't have you guys have any health care. And so the white people, same people that were killing you, torture you, said, we're going to now treat you Negroes. And so what they did, they set up clinics and start injecting black people with AIDS. That's how AIDS got to Africa. The white people injected them. And so when they asked the white people, why'd you do that? They said, because we wanted to kill them. We want the land. We want the land. You mean why we did it? Because we want to kill their ass. We want the land. Ain't no damn black man going to Congo, have sex with no fucking gorilla. So what they tried to do is make the COVID Africans the face of the COVID thing, because they want to force vaccinations on black people. And like I said, sad enough, you're caught in fear. Most Africans don't research shit and don't know shit. And that's what's dangerous about the African continent.
That's true.
It's a lie. True. Don't you let no one Duchess vaccinate you at all. Because first when they did, they brought to Kenya. They were trying out these vaccinations and they sterilized 500,000 Kenyan women. No one went to prison, no one went to jail, and that's what they were trying to do. They're trying to kill off African people. Yeah, 500,000. Yeah. So what you got is the same people that run the world started this shit. And even though it did come from China, it is a bioweapon. But if black people, when you said yes, they get out to put suntan. Black people, you don't put no suntan lotion on you. You're melanated. You eat the sun. You smoke, and you've been taught that because you talk shit by white people who hate you. You eat the sun, black people. You get out into the sun and get vitamin D and vitamin E. That means that raises your vibrational level. Yeah, Dr. Mumba in Kenya said again. I know that lady's been listening. You raise your vibration and can't no disease touch you. You get out and you sun gaze. You sun gaze, black people. Go listen to the Zimbabwean brother said the same thing I said, because he knows real African science. You get out there and you sun gaze. You get your feet into the grass and you sun gaze. You ain't got to worry about being no damn disease, especially if you're black. You got the best genetics on the planet. So Duchess, when you get out of here, go look this up. Go look up a woman called Henrietta Lack. Henrietta Lack, L-A-C-K. Henrietta. Go look her up. You know about genetics. That you have the most superior genetics on the planet. That's a fact. You shouldn't. You don't be scared of no fake disease. There wasn't no diseases. So you don't worry about no diseases. Especially not no fake disease. That look. Why have they taught the African Duchess? You know, when you go with any virus, cannot stand in the heat. Africa's very hot.
Very hot. Very hot.
This is supposed to be an air disease, which thank God again for Magufuli. Him being a scientist, he knows you can't have an air virus, Duchess, that survives from an air virus because you're in Africa. You're in the heat. It'll die. It dies, Duchess. So when you're on the public transportation and you cough, if you had COVID-19, it would die as soon as it hit the air, Duchess. As soon as you hit the air, it would die because of the heat.
True.
Because of the heat. But most Africans don't know none of this. They're scared to death. They're scared to death. And so that's why the other African countries have made Tanzania persona non grata, because they got to follow the European masters. Because this is population control. They want to kill off the Africans. And they make that, and this was going on, and it's some real diabolical shit. And so, like I said, people scared here too. Oh, the mask. Oh my God. Oh. I ain't got it. Why don't I have it? I'm in the worst area in the world. In the world. Florida, the southeast of America, and the northeast I go into all the time. Why don't I got it? And family, if you do, and look, an African remedy, family, African. The damn Africans don't even know about their own remedies. They're scared to death to know real stuff. If you feel sick and you think you might have a trace of it, because it's real, it's a real virus. It just can't kill you. It doesn't mean it's actually lesser than this strand's actually lesser than the flu virus. But through their media that they own around the world, fear. So what you do, family, you get you a pot of water. You put it on the stove. You boil it. Okay? Boil the water. Heat, remember. You're going to boil the water till it gets to a boil. Get yourself a towel or cloth, put it around your neck, and then get over the pot and breathe in the vapor. Once you breathe in the vapor, because viruses sit on the top part of your nose, it will start draining out all the virus. It will drain it all out of your nose. Stay there for 20 to 30 minutes. Heat, family. Not fear. Heat. Get you a pot of water, and it will drain out of your nose, and you will be COVID free. You won't be dying, and oh my God, what am I gonna do? The good thing is that you said your grandma's out in the bed. It's a good thing that she didn't know about this shit. Her ignorance, it was good, because it's a lie. It's good that she didn't know, because even the doctors that'll tell you it's a lie, they're being now censored. I'm talking about MD medical doctors, like the lady from Nigeria. They censored the shit out of her ass because Trump told her she was right, and she was right. It's not a deadly virus. And so when she tweeted that, and then Trump tweeted, they took his shit off of Twitter because, and she was out there telling you can use hydroxychloroquine. As you was in the chat room that day, the nurse in our own chat room told you that they used it here in the Americas and it works. That's a fact, because it's not a deadly virus. So the question is, Duchess, who is telling you that the virus is deadly then? What is the agenda? That's the question you need to ask, Duchess. What's the agenda? If the virus is not deadly, what's the agenda? Now you got to be a critical thinker. What's the agenda? Why they got Africans running around all scared to death? What's the agenda? And like I said, you got Tanzania, but you don't got nobody in Zimbabwe talking about Tanzania, South Africa, Angola, Nigeria, Kenya. No one's talking about Tanzania. Tanzania borders are wide open. Tanzania is open for business. And people are traveling to Tanzania right now. So why are people dying in the street? Because there are no damn fences around the borders of Tanzania, from Zambia in the south, Rwanda in the damn west, Kenya in the north, and Uganda in the north. Why is Tanzania not people dying in the street? That's just, oh my God, I got the COVID. Oh no, because they actually got a leader that's not a puppet who said this is phony. This virus, these test kits they give, the test kits are fraudulent. They give false positives. That's on purpose, just like the AIDS virus did. So they can say black people got AIDS in Africa with these fake test kits, and the Africans believed it. Oh, we all got AIDS. We all got AIDS. And a black man had sex with a gorilla.
No.
What? Are you fucking crazy? The Africans don't even know that's what they. You didn't even know that. Yeah, that's what they. That's how they said. That's how they said. AIDS came to Africa because AIDS is an animal disease. So they said it was cross human and animal. So a black man was in the Congo, and motherfucker, that's my lineage. Because if you guys don't know, there was no Angola. It was just one Congo empire. There was no, all of Congo was from Gabon is the Congo, Angola is the Congo, and the other Congo and part of Cameroon is the Congo. That was one kingdom, and that's where my lineage is from. So don't give me no goofy countries and shit. All of it is the Congo. So you can't tell me some Congolese went out there and had sex with a fucking gorilla, and that's how they got AIDS. You crazy? White people have sex with animals, not black people. We don't have sex with animals. That's white people shit. White people have sex with dolphins here in Florida and shit, then try to justify it. What kind of grown-ass person supposed to have sex with a goddamn porpoise, a dolphin? You got white people fucking dolphins in Florida. You guys know that's a fact. I didn't show you. Who the fuck? Black people are scared of damn animals, especially damn a big ass dolphin. They're not gonna think to have sex with the damn thing. You out there molesting a dolphin, and from them having sex with those dolphins, they made the dolphins crazy as shit. So when other people go out to swim over here in Florida and Mississippi, the dolphins attacking them to have sex with them. You guys know I'm telling the truth. I done proved it too many times. And since they got that one doctor, a PhD doctor from a university, talking about she was doing lab research, having sex with a dolphin for 20 years. This here, you white bitch, you ain't been having no research for 20 years. Fucking no dolphin. Don't you think you fooling? You fucking a dolphin for 20 years talking about it, you having lab research. What? And why she didn't get AIDS from fucking this dolphin for 20 years? Got a goddamn dolphin screwing you, lady. That's what they do. Have sex with animals and dogs and cats and rats and shit. That's white people. And I don't think the African even knows that. I don't think the African knows the European has sex with animals. You got animal brothels still up in Europe today. Just like, remember you said you went to damn Tanzania, they don't know what the hell's going on. So yes, they got animal brothels in Europe where they pay to have sex with orangutans and dogs and cats. Now, I'm going to say this like I always tell you guys. An animal can't give consent. An animal can't say, yes, I want to have sex with you. That's animal rape. They're paying to rape an animal. And can you imagine you having sex with a fucking orangutan? Huh? Can you imagine sleeping with a beast? I don't care how much you watch that goddamn thing. It's still an orangutan. They sleep. Imagine they're not even shameful after, man, I had sex with an orangutan. What you did? What? See, okay, that's right. Oh, okay. Now we're gonna make the Duchess laugh. She think I'm joking about all this shit because I said it's the African mindset. They don't know Europeans. She got it confused. She's on the confused. I want to type this up in her next thing. Type this up. Say The Russian. Type this up in your
Okay.
next in Google. Say the Russian
Mm.
Neanderthal. No. I'll make it easy for you. The Russian Bigfoot Zana. Say no. Say images of the Russian Bigfoot Zana. That'd be Zana. Zana. Now they were sleeping with this thing. The Russians were paying to sleep with this fucking Bigfoot, this big ass ape. And it says,
Images.
am I
You said
telling?
images of the Russian Bigfoot. What?
Yeah, the Russian Bigfoot, say Bigfoot, Zana.
Yeah.
I think it's either Zhana or Zana. How you guys spell Zana? I can't remember how to spell the damn name, the Russian name. Is it Zhana or is it Zana? Zana.
I think it's Zana. Let me.
Yeah, just try that. Zan. Try that and see what pops up. You'll see an image of a fucking animal. They were having sex with this fucking thing and paying. Did it pop up? Should be an animal. Should be a Zana. No, so not
The pictures of the
Zana
Russian.
will be ZH. Okay, there you go. Now share your screen. Okay, now share your screen.
Okay.
They were having sex with this thing. And they got children, and they had children with this thing. This thing got pregnant. They had children with this thing. No, Rumby, mine all messed up. Africans don't know nothing about real history no more. They had children with this beast. Children with, they're having sex with it, and they had children with this thing. Let me see if that's it. Yeah, you gotta show. Yeah, okay, that's Zana. Get it back. Yeah, go away. Yeah, that's Zana. I gotta go all the way up to the top. Yeah, that's Zana because they go to kids. Because the kids got more. Okay, yeah, they go Zana right then. They go to son, and then the daughter looks like a regular human. Exactly, because that's how they were created. So it's I'm not gonna teach her all this. I'm not gonna teach the Duchess all this today. It'll blow her damn mind. It'll probably mess up her religion too. You've been told lies. So
I'm quite shocked. You know?
Yeah, I know you're shocked. So that's the beast right there. That's the son, and then you got the granddaughter that looks like a human being. They were paying to have sex with this thing. That's a fact. They were having sex with that fucking beast, and that's the son. And then you got the daughter. I mean, the grandchild. They was having sex with this thing. So, but see, guys, I love when I go to Africa and I teach the Africans real history. Their mind be messed up. Like what? We love white people. We don't know what they do. Yeah, I know. We love them because they've been lying to you. They done conquered you through colonialism, and you've been lied to your whole life. So when I bring the truth, and I can prove it's the truth, you all messed up. Let's stick with this damn thing.
They're playing mind games with us. You know, they've really, really colonized our minds from within. It's like with this virus, the fear that's going out here. It's something else.
Yes, because they know you colonize your mind. So when they teach you stuff, you're going to go with it, and you're going to go with it. It's like the religion. You know, most of Zimbabwe is Christian, and South Africa, they believe in that Jesus. Y'all believe in it. That's a lie. They're going to do is go to Nicene Council and see where it came from. You can go look it up. And shout out to that Zimbabwean brother. I like the way he said, these are lies. I love his Zimbabwean accent. These are all lies. These are lies. This Jesus is a lie. He makes me laugh. These are all lies. The lies. He makes me laugh. But, oh shit. Did you guys hear me? I might be going to a bad area. I don't know.
We hear you loud and clear.
Okay,
we can hear you.
Okay, I'm just making sure. Okay, family. So, see, the whole thing is see how fearful Africans. But see, the one thing, Tanzania is putting a fly in the ointment. They putting a fly in the ointment. And that's why you never see Magufuli going none of them African with the rest of them coons like from Zimbabwe, South Africa. They go on these damn African tours to Japan, to China, to Russia, to Europe. You never see Magufuli ever with none of them coons. Never. Never with goddamn the Ugandan, the Kenyan president, the Bakari from Nigeria. If you one African one African leader always missing out the photo. Y'all know who it is. John Magufuli. He don't go to none of that shit. He be the one African missing. Like, where's John Magufuli? I ain't going that shit. I'm not doing no business with no stinking Chinese trying to give me these fake loans. You guys know he turned down that Chinese loan to try to steal the Dar es Salaam port. He told the Chinese go pack sand. He said the same thing Trump did. Ask China. Ask China. Anyway, but family, COVID-19, trying to let the Duchess know you don't live in fear, Duchess. It's to induce fear. It's not deadly. It's not deadly. If you ever feel a little sick, like do what I said. Get you some water. You boil it. You put your head over the pot. You let the hot vapor get into your nose and let your nose run. Okay? And that'll clear any kind of viral infection you have. For 20 minutes, you just breathe in that hot mist. And what that's going to do, the heat is going to kill whatever virus it has. A virus can't live in the heat. And, I'm in Florida, one of the hottest states in the country. They say this is a hot spot, but I don't see nobody dying here. And everybody, and I gotta give these white people credit in America. They starting to, man, this some bullshit. You think? So if you now know it's bullshit, what is the damn agenda? What's the agenda? The agenda, as I told you guys, in America, you guys have realized, they tell you, we don't got no change. We don't got no change. Why don't you got any change? How's the pandemic got to do with anything you give me coins back? Because they want to make a cashless society where they can chip your ass with the vaccine, kill your ass, but also make, if you don't play ball, you can't spend this, you can't buy or sell because they're making a cashless society like they got in Scandinavia and shit. They want to make it for the whole globe. Make me a cashless society. If I'm Africa, I got all the resources. Well, I control all your country through these puppets I set up. So it don't make a difference. You got all the goddamn resources. So what? These puppets are going to go along with the fuck I tell them to do. Or they going to end up like I just told you in Mali. We're going to overthrow their ass. Like they just did up in Mali yesterday. Huh? Because the Europeans control all these countries. You think fucking South Africa's not controlled by the Europeans? You think, yeah, I'm glad a lot of South Africans finally looked. Nelson Mandela was a puppet. You think? You didn't know that? After 30 years, you still been on the bottom in South Africa. You didn't know Nelson Mandela was a puppet. You couldn't think your way through that. You're that ignorant, and you didn't know Nelson Mandela was a puppet. That he got rid of his real wife as soon as he got out of prison. Oh well, he was never in prison for all them years. That's a lie they give dumbass motherfuckers. He's been in prison on the island. Man, get out of here with that shit. That's for the dummies. That's for the dummies. He was groomed by what? Same people that run America. How's that? As soon as he got out of prison, he got rid of Winnie Mandela because she was the real thing. Winnie Mandela was the real thing. Oh, I gotta get rid of her ass. She got to go. She got to hit the street. But as an African woman, she's raised to keep his secret. She should have told everything on his gay ass. But African, the cultures, even though he did her wrong, she stood by his no good ass for 26 years. While he was in prison. Really 40 because they got married back in the 50s. And you guys got to research it, but he's always gone. He's doing real work. He wasn't always gone doing no revolutionary work. He was gone sleeping with a no good white man. He's doing revolutionary work out there. Yeah, he's doing revolutionary work, sleeping and licking on another white man like Obama. But Winnie Mandela took his secret to her grave and he disrespected that woman. Because they told his ass, you better get rid of her ass. And he did. He got rid of her ass with a quickness and brought some phony broad who was married to the other one from Mozambique. If you remember, they killed the Mozambique president who was trying to get away from the Europeans. They killed his ass. And so they used his bride, and married her ass off to to Nelson Mandela. Now she's from Mozambique. This bitch speaks Portuguese. How she end up with Nelson Mandela? Because it was already goddamn groomed. His ass is gay. Just like Michelle Obama. We know Barack Obama and them not doing nothing. Barack is a faggot. He's gay. The same con game going on and on and on. People black in South Africa. I go to South Africa and it just disgusts me. Angers the shit out of me. That's why I don't go to South Africa. You guys know why I don't go? Because it angers. South Africa angers me to my core. I feel like, time I go there, I want to choke somebody white. Time I go. Time I go there, I want to hurt somebody white. Get your ass away from me. Got these black people scraping and scrabbling, all scared to say shit to you, raggedy bastards. These motherfuckers that invade your country, you 80%, you won't take your country back from these people. They gave you South Africa nonsense. Country's yours. You are an embarrassment to your ancestors. They screaming out from their goddamn grave. What the hell are you doing? Letting these white people control lands for the last 300 fucking years. You insane? Got fucking 10 white people in the whole country. What the hell's going on? Shit drive me crazy. So there's black people on the bottom. That's why I say it's only poverty-ridden families. Because that just says crime. It is crime in Joburg. You know why? Because black people are putting poverty. That's why it's crime in Chicago in America. There's crime in Los Angeles in America. Those are black populations in Houston. You know why? Because black people are putting poverty.
Yeah, true.
That's why it's in Joburg. That's why it's crime. Black people, guess what? It was no crime in Africa till the white man showed up. Wasn't nobody robbing and stealing from each other. How about that? Mm-hmm. Oh, these Africans are criminals, so much crime. Well, white man, didn't you steal all the resources in South Africa? You got them living in poverty while you're living good? Yes, but so what? Fuck up. So what? And then you destroyed Zimbabwe? Because I had great reverence for I did, but he fucked up too. He fucked up the country. Goddamn Robert Mugabe. I had love for the man, but he fucked up the country. He didn't do what he's supposed to. You're supposed to bring your youth up, educate them. I mean, free education. And you make sure they know they're passing that these white people are their fucking enemy. Not know we all sing along and sing songs and all that shit. White people don't sing songs with you. They want to dominate your ass and control the resources. That's what's happening in fucking Namibia, it happened in South Africa, and Zimbabwe, where they are at. They don't wish no equality with you Americans over here. Black people, you know that's the truth. Because that's their damn get down. Us as African people, we got beautiful spirit. We're loving people by nature. That's our nature. It's also our Achilles heel. We're loving, but we got to be, and unlike everybody else, the American African has been living with these no good bastards for 500 years. So we know how wicked. Listen, you can't reason with a person who's fucking a dolphin. Okay? You can't reason with people that have sex with apes. You think you got an even playing field? You think they're having sex with goddamn orangutan. But you looking up to them, you don't know none of this. You don't know they sleeping with dogs. Some guy in my damn neighborhood was caught fucking a damn dog. Girlfriend got mad and finally called the police on his ass. And the damn dog was named Baby Girl. I told you guys that. But that just got Do this for me again, Dutch, real quick. Go to your computer, say, man goes to jail in Pensacola, Florida. Man goes to jail, Pensacola, Pensacola, Florida, for having sex with a dog named Baby Girl. Only reason his ass went to jail because the girl said, I'm tired of him fucking Baby Girl. She's going crazy. Pensacola, Florida. Say Pensacola. Pensacola, Florida. Man goes to jail in Pensacola, Florida for having sex with dog named Baby Girl. Just like we put up that thing, G-Man, when you had the police, the canine cop was having sex with his dog, with the canine. What they do? Could you find it?
Yeah, just 2
There you
minutes
go.
loading. Okay.
Okay, okay. But see, it's like we find the canine cops in America who's brutally having brutality against you, but they're having sex with their goddamn partner. The partner is the dog. Am I lying? And I'm telling you, that shit running rampant in Zimbabwe and South Africa. They white people. And the South Africans don't know. Well, some of them do. I talked to some of them. Say, yes, but we can't talk about these things, brother. You can't talk about them. Yes, brother, we know those things go on. I said, now how the fuck are you worshiping people who are fucking animals, you dumbass? You made these people your God. They told you that they were your God, your Jesus. I mean, Jesus out here fucking animals. That's what they do globally. This is a global thing with them.
Is this the guy?
Yeah, that's him.
Okay.
Looking at me. He raping the shit out that dog. But like, and look, and South African women, oh, he's got so dreamy eyes. I want a white man. You know, and like I told you, black women in America and in South Africa, the majority of the men you talking about you like, they've had sex with animals, and you got no clue. Just like Sister Bethea told you in Nashville, she was getting a call twice a week as a damn EMT. Somebody working at ambulance having to get had to kill these dogs from having sex with white women because the penis swells up, and they couldn't detach the dog from the white woman. I said, well, damn, can they throw water on them? Water usually calms the dog down. They said, no, we had to kill the dog. And she said, I'm tired of killing these dogs for these white bitches. There you go. There you go, baby. He was sexing Baby Girl.
That's some crazy story. Yo.
It's crazy. It's crazy. That's worldwide. That's just that's worldwide. That's in Zimbabwe with the white people there. That's worldwide.
True.
That's worldwide. Because they're one people. They're Germanic people. People that conquered. They're Germans. They're Germanic people. They're kith and kin. They don't play the same tribalism games we do. Those people are all related. They know it. They got mad pedophilia and okay, pull this up for me, Duchess. They rape children. They rape animals. Pull this up for me. Say, what is the amount of percentage of pedophilia in Australia? Pull that up for me. Say, what is the percentage of pedophilia in Australia? I think it's up to 95%. That's why you see when they come to the coast of Africa as tourists, they raping little kids and little black girls, little black boys because of poverty. I think it's like 90%. Say, what is the percentage of pedophilia in Australia? I think it's like 90%. They raping each other's kids and shit. It's crazy. Because that's a majority white country. Because they killed off all the black people there. And it's a majority white country. So they're going to have all kind of fucking sleeping with animals and pedophilia run rampant. But you still see him as your God. I like white. I love these white people are so great. What? You don't know the truth about white people. You don't know. See, us American Negroes, we've been close to these no good, wicked bastards. We know the truth about these no good bastards. Sleep with animals and bestiality. Now, okay, now I'm gonna ask you this question, Duchess,
Okay.
before I lose my cut. Now, could you imagine you ever sleep with a male orangutan?
Never. Never.
Exactly. So the idea that any African man went to Congo and had sex with a gorilla, and that's how aid got to the human population of Africa is completely idiotic. But they said that because they know they sleep with animals. We don't sleep with no fucking animals. You ain't got no story unless he's sick in the head, or he's retarded or something. He's retarded. You ain't got nobody sleep with no. You can't pull up the Google and find black men and women sleeping with no damn dogs.
Mm.
I think I'm going to a bad area. you might, I might lose you in a minute. I might lose you, but but you got that. Australia's like 90% pedophilia. You know why? Because it's full of white people. That's why. That's why. That's their get down. You got white people telling that they better than you and all kind of. We believe all this crazy shit. Paying to sleep with orangutan. COVID.
Okay, so I can't really find the percentage rate.
Okay,
Yeah.
you can't find it. All right, that's okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, it's high. I feel like this. It's high.
Anyway.
It's high. It's high. But so, black people have been conditioned through colonialism and sadly slavery to worship their enemies and listen. COVID-19 is not going to kill you, family. What's going to kill you is the vaccination. That's what's going to kill you, because they having you in fear. So you say, so you will rush willingly to take this deadly vaccination. That's what's going on. So whenever they come to the Kenyan studios, I have spikes. Ask the Africans in Kenya. You guys didn't know anything about your family God? Everybody, no, we don't know about it. But they say it's deadly. Yeah, they say it's deadly, stupid. You don't see it nowhere. And you don't control the media in Kenya. You don't own the shit. They do. But you don't know nobody in your family that's got it. They're like, no, we don't know nobody. Nah. Exactly. Just like America. You know anybody got the shit? Nah, I don't know nobody got that shit. I got my goofy mask on if I cough. it's like you're going to a bad sci-fi movie. Everybody with these masks on, all scared to death, and doing what's supposed to do, invoking fear. So, and every family, you feel like you got a cold coming on, any kind of sneeze, virus, hot water, but usually. But let me put the whole African thing on it. Have some ginger. Was it ginger, lime? Cut up some lime or lemon. Add some ginger to the water, and some other shit. But I didn't need all that. But that's the African way of doing it. You had ginger and some other little small ingredients, and you breathe that in. That's why it's called aroma therapy. Created once again by the African. Aroma therapy. That's an African tradition. It's African science. It's called aromatherapy.
Yeah,
So
That's
Go
a
ahead.
very common. That's a very common remedy this side.
Yeah, so that aromatherapy. You know why Africans did it? Because it healed. I know they told you, you know, good dumb black people are stupid. You believe, and you just believe everything they taught you. You be saying wicked bastards. you, you, you want to dream about them, like I told. You guys remember when I had uh, 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 Lady Divine working for me. Shout out to Lady Divine working over in Thailand, doing her thing. But like I said, and she was the it girl. She was Miss Florida, and she was Miss Florida, and she was about to go to Miss America and all that shit. She was the it girl. And they had her around Hollywood, and she was all young and naive, and she was still all wrapped up in that Jesus shit. She don't believe that shit. She know it's bullshit now, but she was the it girl. They were gonna make her the next star. She was back up singing for Michael Jackson and all these other people, and they had in the Hollywood Hills. And as soon as she opened that room and saw that white man having sex with that goat, she was fucked up. She's like, Keith, I was
Hmm.
so fucked up. I was so young. I was so young, Keith. I said, you were the it girl. You were beautiful. You could sing. They gave you singing with Michael Jackson and these other people. And then you walked in that room and saw that white man fucking the goat. Who was it? I can't tell you. They're too powerful, Keith. I can't tell you. They'll know I told. I said they won't know you told me. That's years later. They'll know because you talk too much, Keith. They'll know I told you. They'll know I told you. So imagine her being young, beautiful black woman in the Hollywood Hills. She was being paraded. That's what they do, like just like Whitney Houston. As she met Whitney Houston, they all met her, and they would know she was gonna be the next it girl, next it singer, parading around, getting to know all the executives and all that shit. Keith, I walked that room, that changed everything. That man was in there fucking that goat. I said, who was it? Lady Divine, who was fucking the goat? He's somebody powerful, he's famous. I said, well, I want to know who the fuck was it. I'm not telling you who the hell it was. It's some evil, wicked stuff. I was only 19, Keith. Oh my God, I was only 19. My mind couldn't process that. Hold on. Oh, Lady Divine, you know that you from America. You know they fucked animals. But I heard stories about back in college in Florida. But that was only jokes they made about them having sex with sheep and lamb. That was jokes. I ain't never really believed it. Yeah, you thought those jokes were baloney? I told him I can't do this. I can't be around this. This is evil. I was in the Christian thing, kid. I was a staunch Christian. I said can't be around this. People having sex with goats and shit. I said, hey, did they cut them up and serve them for dinner? You guys eat goat meat? He's like, no, I got the hell out of there. She's like, I didn't know where I was at. I was all up in the Hollywood Hills. I told him I gotta go. I can't do none of this shit. I said, oh my God. He said, I thought they were gonna kill me. Keith, all the stars, once they reach a certain level, they get exposed to everything. So we look at your Beyonce's, all those people. I know what goes on. Once you get a certain level, they come to you and say, you gonna do this? And this is what's gonna happen when they start sacrificing children, drinking the blood. That's in your goofy church. You don't even know what it is. She said, yeah, I started looking at church and I started understanding what's going on. That was it for me, Keith. I had to start doing cruise ship. They destroyed me. I became a lounge act. But it's too wicked. It's wicked. So you guys know. And these are the same people that control South Africa, who lost Zimbabwe and control America. And so that's
Yeah, okay.
so
Let me go through the comment section. Okay, China can go kick rocks. How the hell was Chinese ever created? Great day, kid. Hey,
Oh,
y'all,
I told
real.
you I didn't
Hello.
grade it. I see if I do that show with zombie with the Duchess here, it'll blow her mind. And the Africans, I told the African shamans know it. The real shamans and Africans, like that guy from Zimbabwe. I tell her pull up something right now to blow her mind. Let me let her read a comment. She's not ready yet. We got to bring Rumby along slowly. She just now realized that
Yeah, okay. I think we just lost Keith. Let me continue with the comments. Greetings, family. Hey, Mombe. Sickening from Monique Hill, Cave Behavior, G-Man, Poor Animals, Pink, MCA. When they left those caves, evil came. Those kangaroos have no chance yet. They will kill the Sultan. I'm sick of them. Let's learn Sultan's behavior. Kid, we didn't do that ever. That's so true. That's so true. Okay, so that was our segment on the African Duchess show. Um, it's gonna be on from Monday to Fridays, same time, 10 to 11 Central African time. Thank you all for having me on the show. Thank you for coming in on the show. Um, okay, I was waiting for Keith to connect again so that you can say out any closing remarks.
I'm gonna say
But
much love, family. If you guys, I'm gonna say much love, family. And like I said,
Keith,
we're
you're
gonna
there.
teach Duchess slowly. I'm here. I'm here. We're gonna say
Oh,
much love to the Duchess. We're gonna bring her along slowly. I told you when you get the African mind, you start deprogramming. You guys remember Cammy? Cammy's mind was messed up. When you start deprogramming the mind, and they don't know who white people really are, they. So we're gonna bring the Duchess along slowly. And like I said, much love, family. You know, we're proud to have the Duchess. She's a great addition to the network. And like I said, remember, family, love, peace, and light. Vibrate love, peace, and light towards other African people. We must love one another. Love, peace, and light. Your melanin is your God genetics, not nobody white. And the Africans been taught to run away from God because his melanin is God. Don't even know it. That's why it was called Kemet. Kemet means melanin. That's why Egypt was called Kemet. Kemet is melanin, your neuromelanin. Get your butt out, go sun gaze, and you won't have any diseases. If you do, get some water, put some ginger. I forgot all the other African shit, but just make sure it's hot and get your damn nasals up in there, and you'll be okay. You're not gonna die. You're gonna die from the vaccination. So say hell no. So anybody vaccinate you? Much love to the Duchess. Much love to the family. Love, peace, and light. And I'm out. Peace. Hey, and look, and don't have sex with no damn ape like the white people do. Like you seen Zana. She put up that thing. They had kids with that ape. That's a fact. They had children with that ape woman. That's a fact. They didn't just have sex with her. They had kids with that ape. One love, family. I'm out. Peace.
okay. Thank you. Thank you for coming in on the show. Thank you, everyone, to everyone who was here. Um, we'll meet tomorrow, same time, and we'll discuss on another exciting some issue, and I'll be bringing in a surprise guest tomorrow. So thank you all, and thank you for having me. Good night.
about now, we're gonna roll it up and chat it and mix it for the girl. This one is coming from Gary Mapanzuri. Baby, this week for you. Wasn't looking like for something easy, baby. I wasn't even looking, but I found me a queen. Beautiful jeans and I'm highway jeans. Had to leave what I came with just to resonate in your bandwidth. Oh, easy punchlines, pick up lines. Too bad my style. Too fast we find. You be you, something you need to love. Find how you show loving to this your song. You be you, so baby you need to know. Find how you show loving to this. So can I be your man? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Baby, can I be your man? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Baby, can I be your man? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Baby, can I be your man? Can I be your man? Yahweh, 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 Can I be your man? Oh yeah, oh yeah. Baby, can I be your man? Oh yeah.